I'm doing right now.
All right, thank you, everybody. Great. All right, we are moving on to, it's gonna be an actionable item, not a discussion item. So I'm gonna still call it 3.01, general action. And I have a resolution resolved that pursuant to section 18 of the Public Officers Law and section 3811 of the New York Education Law, the Board of Education hereby approves providing a legal defense to trustee Nicholas Magliano in the appeal filed with the Commissioner of Education to the extent required by those statutes. And it further resolved that the Board of Education appoint the firm of Thomas, Drohan, Waxman, Pettigrew, and Melee, LLP, to represent trustee Magliano in the defense of such commissioner's appeal in the event that the district's insurer does not provide a defense in the matter. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Questions, comments?
I would ask for a roll call vote this time.
Sure,
I'd like to comment.
please.
I filed this petition. I cannot govern effectively while being intimidated and coerced by members of this Board of Education. And that's all I have to say.
I would make a comment as well.
Okay.
I think everyone on this board is a firm believer in freedom of speech. I think, to quote a statement that you made at the podium about a year and a half ago, Mr. Torpy, freedom of speech is not freedom from consequence. And my vote will reflect that. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Yeah, as a school district, the state cannot retaliate, or intimidate, or try to chill free speech, trustee Wise, and that's exactly what happened in this instance.
I don't consider it
Mr.
vigorous.
Trustee Wise, I will
would-
recognize you if
Yes.
you'd like me to.
I'm finished.
I don't think there's much value in going back and forth. I would say that vigorous disagreement with your position and calling out the harm done by your statements is not chilling. It is the right of every board member within our official role. As such, I think the defense is warranted. Thank you.
Calling out is one thing, attempting removal is another, intimidating a fellow trustee in executive session because they think they're protected by the privilege of executive session being hid from the public. It's unacceptable.
I'm sorry, Mike, are you?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Would you like me to recognize you?
Yes, I would.
Thank you.
As I said, I don't think there's value going back and forth here, but it sounds to me like you're questioning a measure which was raised in the executive session, which is interesting to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
It's noted in the appeal.
Excuse me, trustee Gressa.
I'd like to make a general comment about this. Free speech is free speech. Everybody is entitled to it. I think that I would prefer that what we do ensures the restoration of the integrity of this body. We have a division right now, and I would prefer that we heal this and bring everybody along in that direction. And so I'm in favor of providing support for trustee Magliano in a legal defense, as I would also be in favor of providing legal support for trustee Torpy if a similar situation arose. And I would like us to attempt to move towards restoration rather than any form of antagonism amongst the board members. That's all I have to say.
May I?
Yes, trustee.
I'd like to remind the board that prior to the November 18th meeting, we were well on our way to restoration until trustee Magliano ambushed me in a public meeting and decided to try to initiate removal proceedings. And I was intimidated and coerced in executive session. Mr. Magliano at one point blew me a kiss, which I found particularly disturbing and intimidating. And that kind of behavior is just unacceptable. And I cannot govern effectively if I feel as though I'm being intimidated and coerced and retaliated against for my private, protected speech.
Anybody else?
I agree with trustee Grasso. I've been very consistent on this throughout my time on the board. I oppose removal proceedings. Trustee Wise, I opposed them when it was against you. I opposed any talk of removal against trustee Torpy. And of course, I'll oppose any removal against trustee Magliano. And I do think it warrants in this case, a defense by the district. I think it was conduct and speech that transpired in his role as a board member during the course of a board meeting. And again, I think removal proceedings are the wrong avenue to go down. I think that this is a case, and all the three of you and mine before the three of you some years ago, the voters will ultimately pass judgment. And I think that we have to respect the majesty of the democratic process, and we should not be passing that role off to an individual in Albany. That role rests with the 30,000 residents of the Carmel Central School District and the voters of the Carmel Central School District. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? I just would like to address you guys all, my fellow trustees, as the sitting president and the, I do believe that we clearly have some issues, and that, as you all know, I do my best to provide governance on this board. I do believe that, I've provided retreats, I've provided information, I've provided legal guidance when needed. I don't know if I can ask you guys again, if and when you feel that there is an issue that arises from your work on this board, to please always come to myself or John as the leaders in the leadership positions on this board, because I do believe that John and I are skilled at resolving many problems and if we can't do it ourselves, we can get a facilitator at a retreat. There are many things that we can do to try to improve not just the governance, but the communication of this board. We are both willing always to take a phone call, and I can't stress enough, moving forward, to please try that method first. Not saying we can always work miracles, but we will do our best to try. Ms. Stevens, can we have a roll call vote?
Trustee Curzio.
Aye.
Vice President Curzio, sorry.
Aye.
Trustee Grasso.
Aye.
Trustee Magliano.
I'm going to abstain.
President Orser.
Yes.
Trustee Torpey.
Aye.
Trustee Wise.
Aye.
Okay, motion passed. Thank you, everybody. And with that, 4.01. We are adjourning the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Excellent.
Dan? Sure.
I also want to thank everyone in the room who reached out to me to offer their condolences for my family's loss. I very much appreciate that.
I'm going to send this to our
Have a happy New Year.
Sorry.
He doesn't leave.
Munchkins, he's got cookies.
Have a great day, everybody.
Yeah, bye.
Take those off your hands.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think this is still live.
I forgot I'm the one that has to stop it.